This is a copycat of Trader Joe's Arepas that is virtually indistinguishable from the real deal, not just in looks but more importantly in taste. See if you actually follow the instruction on the back of your Masarepa package or looked up Arepas recipes on the internet. Chances are you'll end up with the 3 ingredients Venezuelan or Colombian savory classic that is delicious in its own right but will not hit the spot if the TJ's flavor is what you're going for. No, that is localized for the American palate. The key is to make everything extra sweet, like the air of freedom. Just really go over the board with it. Welcome back to another reverse engineering video. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing if you like making copycats at home at a fraction of the cost or just as a personal challenge, like solving a puzzle. From the official ingredient list, we'll need water, corn flour, mozzarella, tapioca starch, sugar, and salt. A few notes on the ingredient. For the cornmeal, be sure to use Masarepas, not regular cornmeal, the stuff that has arepas in the name. It is pre-cooked and fries up in no time. Can't do that with raw corn flour. You can find them in the taco aisle of your grocery store or on Amazon. Pan is the go-to brand. Goya will do as well. Tapioca starch can be substituted by cornstarch. Just use half as much since cornstarch is a much stronger thickener. Also, know the order of the ingredients, which is customarily listed by descending weight. Sweet corn is ahead of the neutral-tasting cornmeal. That's what makes TJ's Arepas extra sweet and addicting. Blend 150 grams of super sweet corn with 200 grams of water. We will use this mixture to hydrate the dry mix, which is 120 grams or a scant cup of cornmeal, 1 tablespoon tapioca starch, half a tablespoon sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Whisk it up and stir in a wet mixture with a wooden spoon. The puree gives this cornmeal a lot more sweetness than traditional arepas, but not in a monotone sugary way. It really adds freshness too. Since the cornmeal is pre-cooked, feel free to taste for sweetness here and double the sugar if your corn isn't sweet enough. Apologies to any South American viewers for this abomination. This mixture will look too runny at first. Just give it a minute and some faith, and you will have a thick, malleable paste ready to be pressed. This is enough for 6 patties. If you have a burger press, it is officially no longer a unitasker. If you don't, a wide-mouthed mason jar lid will do just fine. Just line it with saran wrap for easy unmolding. Stuff the lid with the thick cornmeal paste. Press it down with a smaller lid. I'm using a regular mason jar lid. Brush with oil for better browning, and flip it onto a frying pan. Cook on medium heat. Here's an easy test to see if the bottom is set. Gently move the patty with a spatula. If it can easily be tossed around without breaking, it's set enough to flip. For best browning on both sides, brush the other side with oil as well, or you may end up with less than ideal flip side, which is totally still edible, but just OCD triggering. So take 2. Much better, right? When both sides are cooked to your liking, layer on the cheese, which is low moisture mozzarella that you can buy in 1-pound blocks. Layer on 1 ounce of cheese and cook it like a grilled cheese sandwich. One caveat, take it off the heat as soon as the cheese begins to melt, else you may end up with over-melted cheese and cornbread patties sitting in a pool of cheese. Probably nobody's worst nightmare, but take 3. Good thing one recipe makes enough patties for 3 strikes. Trader Joe's sell these at a reasonable price of $3.50 for 2 pieces, which is great if you live alone, but these things get scarfed down quicker than grilled cheese. They're gone at like marshmallow speed at my household. My copycat cost about 60 cents per sandwich. You can get triple the amount for the same cost, and impress the heck out of your sweet arepas addict friends. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Check out my other copycat videos if you also like Jamaican patties, Texas toast, garlic Tuscan, and more.